Hi friends, this is Ronald. In this video, I'll show you how to install Windows Server 2012 R2. The last video we discussed about the editions about 2012 Server, Foundation Edition, Essential, Data Center, Standard Edition. Right? So I'll be showing you how to install that operating system through virtual machines. So I have a Hyper-V already installed here and configured. Let me take you through Hyper-V. So I'm going to create a first virtual machine. Let me give the name of the virtual machine. Say Windows Server 2012. I don't want to store in C drive. Let me move this to uh, F drive. Win 2012. And the RAM, I'll use 2 GB RAM. It's 16 GB RAM of my laptop, so I can go with 2 GB. And network, I'm just leaving this empty. We'll do it later. Selection about the network types, we'll do it later. And storage is 127 GB default. I'm using it, and here I'll choose the image file. Browse. Alright, so we have to select the operating system file here, image. I'm already having a copy of image of 2012 R2. Select this one. Next, and click on finish. Then on the machine, we connect this machine. Let's choose the language. Default is US. If you want to change the language, you can go ahead and change the language if you install the language. Then the key, time and currency format, US state, keyboard US. If you want, you can change it. I'm just going with the default settings. Here's the option. If you have a problem with your operating system, you can repair it here. Or for new installation, go with install now. Windows Server 2012 R2 Release 2. Click on install now. Setup is starting now. So here we got only two editions are the standard data center. One is graphical and another is server core. As I said, server core for less features. If you do not want to install ADS, then go with server core. You want ADS everything, then go with graphical user interface. So server core, you can see this option recommended reduce management and servicing by installing only what is needed to run. Most server roles and application does not include a GUI, but you can fully manage the server locally or remotely with PowerShell. It will support PowerShells also. But again, you cannot install ADS and all. So standard doesn't support like uh, virtualization. So we discussed about the editions, right? Standard is only for small companies we can use, but less size of RAM, less features of virtualization technology. Data center completely for storage. So it is good option to go with data center with GUI. Then click next. So license is select the accept the license agreement. Click on next. Upgrade, if you want to upgrade from 2008 to 2012, then select the first option. So as of now, we are doing a fresh installation, no upgradation. Then select the custom install. The hard disk size which we gave earlier, 127 GB, the same thing is showing here. Excuse me. Unallocated space, let me create a space. If you want, you can give 50 GB, 100 GB. Let me give some 50 GB for OS installation. So 50 GB. Partition 2. Partition 1 is reserved space. 350 MB is reserved one for security purpose, like BitLocker policy. Any policy will store in 350 MB. This is primary partition. Again, so we'll be discussing in the next video about what is primary partition, what is extended partition, disk management. We'll discuss in the next video. And file system also. NTFS file system is there, FAT is there. By default, 2012 supports NTFS file system. Earlier, when you install XP operating system, it will give the option like which one you want to use the file system, NTFS or FAT. For Windows 7 onwards, Vista onwards, automatically it's selecting a NTFS file system. So let me format this one. Click next. So it will take some time. Let me pause the video for a while and let me grab a cup of coffee. So once it is done, I'll be back. Alright. I think the installation is done. Now we have to give the password. By default, server will take the username as administrator. Then the password you have to give minimum 7 characters, including a special characters. So I'll be giving you the password now. Yes, then click on finish. It is finalizing. Yes, it is done. You can use Ctrl Alt Delete. Yes, give the password. So everything is installing in C drive. Windows folder, program files will be there. Now it is totally done. Installation successfully, it is done. It says Windows Server 2012 R2 data center. So automatically server manager is getting open. So the navigation is totally changed when you compare with this to 2008 R2 server. It's totally changed now. The navigation is totally changed. So here this you can see the features, roles and features also there. In Windows 2008 R2, separate roles, separate features. Now it is coming with only one option, roles and features. You can see here local, so this is the dashboard where you can see the local system information, local server, manageability, events, services, your performance, best practice analyze, events, performance. This is for all servers, this is for local server. If you have multiple servers here, it will list the multiple servers. Here we can add other servers to manage. We can also add the servers. First create the group, server group. In the server group, you can add the multiple servers. So for example, you want to install application server, file server, DNS, DSCP in another server. First create a server group. then you can add the servers. For that, this server should be a domain controller. Otherwise, you cannot control the network. You can see local server information here, computer name and operating system version. Name is Win, so complicated name 7B is a work group. Firewall is on, remote management is enabled, and remote desktop is disabled. If you want, you can enable this one. We'll be saying this one remote features everything in your next in the future videos. Network is not connected, and you can see it's a virtual machine. Operating system Windows Server 2012 R2 data centers, and install latest update never. If you have a license, definitely turn on the features of updates. And time zone, it's showing US Canada. If you want, you can change the time zone. And the processor is Intel Core i5 processor. Memory is 2 GB. We configure disk as 50 GB. So this is about information local system. Like this, you can check. And you go to tools, you can find there's a lot of options are there. Manage, you can add roles and features. You can manage it. So these are the things has been changed in 2012. The dashboard and the manage, the navigation also got changed. But it is good to use. Alright, this is about the 2012 server installation part. Thanks for watching.